From 13 to 8, it's cutting season here on The Voice. Stay tuned.
You're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
Hey guys.
Hey, we are here.
Yes, welcome back to another episode of The Voice. We were waiting for a song. I guess not. But yes, guys, welcome back to another episode of The Voice. Tonight we are talking about season 16, episodes 18 and 19. We got performances, eliminations, and a special guest in the studio. We have Karly Moreno.
Yay! So excited.
Yes, she'll be joining us throughout the night, so she'll be giving us the inside scoop, and then we'll have an interview later in the night. But I'm your host, Princess Carroll, and I'm joined by the lovely ladies next to me. We got Lindsay.
Hi, everyone.
We got Neema Skye.
Hello.
And Tyra Prude, who's not Tyra Banks.
I guess I'm Tyra Banks now.
No. We love Tyra. She is her own unique self.
Thanks, guys.
But yeah, guys, let's get into some overall thoughts. We all sat and watched tonight's episode together. I think we're all kind of in a little bit of our feelings. It was really tough. So, guys, let me know. What did you think?
I think tonight's performances, well, going from last night's performances, I think last night's performances were great. I was kind of on the edge of my seat. I mean, I was really, really scared. I think that everybody did a great job. It was interesting to see how the fans actually did the song choice. Mm-hmm. Some I did agree with, others I didn't, but I think that everybody did a great job.
Okay, cool.
Same. Going back to last night's episode, I thought it was amazing. I thought everyone has really brought it. They're looking like true performers. There were so many performances that I'm just like, were you just a beginner a couple weeks ago? Because it seems like you've owned this stage for years. So I thought last week's episode was really good. I'm not going to lie, I'm kind of down right now from this week's episode.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fans are thinking or what's going on, but I think there was a lot of people who had so much potential that has been or eliminated or been voted off. So I'm kind of bittersweet. It's kind of bittersweet, but I think it was a good episode overall.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Maelyn, I'm like obsessed with her. I can't wait
know.
till we get
She
into
was
that.
great.
I just stopped I almost cried when she sang last night.
It was really good.
It was
Especially
so
her outfit.
good.
She just looks like an angel.
I cried for sure when I watched Maelyn. I was like, wow, her voice.
And you
is like,
guys roomed together, right?
we did. She was my roommate for a time,
Yeah,
so she's
how cool is
amazing.
that?
It was so cool. She's awesome.
Oh.
Yeah.
What was it like for you, having been on the show and now joining us as a viewer? Like, what was it like watching it with us?
Crazy. It's crazy. All the feelings. I'm just like, wow, I can't believe I was up there experiencing that. But it's awesome to be on the other side of things too, cheering all them on. Because everyone's so amazing, deserves to be there. So it's just cool to kind of take a step back and be like, oh my gosh, like they're killing it, they're doing amazing. So it's awesome.
Oh, you're so sweet. I love that. She's like, I'm out here supporting the homies. I admire that. I'm so bitter. But yeah, I just wanted to give a quick shout out to the background vocalist. This episode, I noticed that.
I
Like,
noticed
their
that.
choreography was on point. Everything. Yeah, no, they were really cool.
There was in when the guy was, what was the song? I'm like, just forgot her name. But when she was doing the Lady Gaga song.
Oh, yeah.
Celia.
Celia. It slipped my mind, but the guitarist came up like Bradley Cooper, like behind her.
I saw that
That
for
was
sure.
beautiful. And let's
a great
point out, first
connection.
of all, her pantsuit outfit
I
was
know.
amazing.
Her mom makes all of them.
Oh my God! I'm just like, I'm
That
telling
was a Lady
you.
Gaga outfit. I have to
Yeah.
say. For sure.
I thought it was a star.
Yes.
She's already won the voice.
She's a
or
star.
whoever,
Yeah.
You know?
Well, let's go ahead and just start with Celia. So she ended up going home, which I was really surprised. I thought she did an amazing job. It's tough to sing Lady Gaga.
Yeah.
Like, I admire her just for going up and doing that. She did it very well. So what did you guys think of her performance? Obviously, we love the outfit. Kudos to her mom.
Yes.
But yeah, what did you guys think of the actual performance?
I think that she did a great job. I think I always stand by this and I say she reminds me so much of Alanis Morissette. And I feel like that's like a sound that we need, of course, with her own style. I think she did great. She had great energy. She really connected with the audience. And like you talked about before, her connecting with the guitarists, I think that was amazing. And it just really showed her star power.
I really feel like she has a Lady Gaga vibe, actually. When she's saying that, I can see why the audience chose it, because she likes to be edgy with her style. She kind of has that look. She has not the same voice, but the same vibe. So when she's saying that, I was like,
Yeah.
I was shocked to see her go. I really thought, and you saw her confidence come out way more now. especially when she was on stage with John Legend today, I just felt like she looked like a star.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I agree. She's been killing it, and she's just been owning the stage. And I just I truly commend her for, this is the first time that anyone has performed that song for a competition.
That's true.
And she did not, go out there like it was pressure on her or anything. Like, she went out there and killed it. And then she's
So
crowd
good.
surfing and things like that.
How do you
girl,
come
you
up with that?
It's her confidence. I'm telling you,
confidence.
and she's got it.
Even though, she's not here anymore, I definitely see a bright future for her. I think
Absolutely.
she will go far, and, she put it all on the stage, and unfortunately others may not have saw her potential, but I think she was great.
That's my girl right there.
Yeah.
I love her so much. We got really close. I think she's a rock star. I think she's
She
amazing. I love her mom. We all bonded. But yeah, it was really sad to see her go tonight.
Do you have any behind-the-scenes stories with her mom and her that you can reveal?
Bonnie is amazing. She was always filming behind the scenes, Bonnie, and we'd always laugh about it and be like, "Mom vlog." So we were always filming little fun stuff in the car on the way to places.
Right.
And, I don't know, but me and Celia really bonded, and it was just awesome. I think she's amazing.
That's really cool. Especially in a competition, you just wonder what's going on behind the scenes. Is everyone fighting? It's good to hear people are actually getting along. So that's amazing. Anyway, the next person I wanted to talk about was someone that we discussed earlier. It was Maelyn.
Oh my gosh.
She sang Coldplay. That I also got chills from that performance. She did such a good job.
Absolutely.
Guys, what did you guys think? And were you surprised that she made it to the next round, too?
Absolutely not. I mean, she's so angelic. Maelyn, every time that they give her a song to sing, it doesn't matter what it is. She takes it to the next level. And I think what really captured me on this song is she puts so much of her heart and her emotion, and not to, and I mean to even speak for the fact that she is, I believe, deaf. And for her to sing so powerfully, that says so much about just even knowing her story and what she brings. I think Maelyn's a star.
I think when she hit those high notes too,
Yes.
that was crazy. At that point, first off, anytime she opens her mouth, I think she's amazing. But when she hit those notes, I was like, that's it. She's on a different level, and I just think she's one of the best singers on the show.
Yeah, agreed. I
You look mesmerized.
That's how I was watching.
Really,
Yeah,
that's how
no,
I was
it
watching.
was.
She has a beautiful voice, and just knowing her story and her background is what makes her as a person. It's not just her voice; it's just what she's gone through, what she's overcome. And I feel like she can just be such an inspirational person for so many people. We saw the fan videos of the reactions of the people who had the same disability as her. They're moved and touched by her being on this show. So I think she not only has an amazing voice, but she's going to be able to impact people like none other.
That's a really good point. Oh my gosh, I love when people it's not just their talent, but there's a story. And everyone has a story, but I love to see that actually being highlighted and people being empowered that they can do anything they want to do.
Absolutely.
So that's amazing.
Yeah.
Someone that I was surprised went home and even was okay, he did compete to whether or not he was going to stay, but LB, I thought that he was just going to make it and not have to worry about competing.
LB is a great singer. I think that, of course, he always takes it to the next level. Of course, even with him choosing Adam, because, he wanted to work on his falsetto, and I think that he did a great job in everything. But I don't know, I kind of felt like he kind of lost his confidence a little bit.
That
He was
I think that was probably the
end.
only thing, But again, LB's a great singer, so.
I think he just got in his head.
Yeah.
Even as you were watching him perform, his voice is amazing. He sound good, but to me, I noticed him thinking about the next run he was gonna make or the next high note he was gonna attempt to, do. I think he was just in his head, and if he just would have had fun like he's been doing, when we first saw him in the beginning, I think he would have killed it. So it was really kind of disappointing to see him, take that slow.
And when he sang today, it just seemed like he was saying his goodbye. He was just thinking,
exactly.
It was
I
not
feel that
like I'm
too.
fighting for the finish line.
wasn't. He was like, I'm over it.
I love y'all. This is a good opportunity, but drops mic, I'm out.
Carly, what do you think? Because you've been up on the stage during those moments.
What do I think about LB?
Yeah, him and how hard it is when you're, on the stage like that, when it's, you can go home.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's a crazy feeling up there. And I feel like he already went through a lot, too, being eliminated the week prior. So, I don't know, or a couple weeks, I guess. So, I don't know. I think it plays with your emotions a little bit.
Absolutely, for sure.
It's kind of all over the place. okay, I'm off, but now I'm on again, but now I'm off again. So it's just a lot. But I think it's all worth it. LB is amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing singer, amazing heart.
Right.
Quick story, really quick.
Yeah,
Yeah,
story
tell
time.
us.
Yeah.
We love stories.
So before the cross battles, me and LB decided to go out and get one of those like vitamin IVs.
Oh yeah, like the
Interesting.
B12 ones.
Yeah, the B12. So me and LB were like, all right, we got to find a place that's open. We ended up taking an Uber to like, I don't know, somewhere like 30 minutes away. And it was the sketchiest experience. We were cracking up the whole entire time.
Oh my gosh.
They drop us off at a bank and we're like, okay, where's this place? Like, what the heck? And I'm looking at LB and he's literally dying laughing. We're like, where are we? He's like, here, I'll go before you. The elevator doesn't go up to the place. He's like, let me walk you to the bathroom. Like, it was so weird. But it ended up being fun. But we're like, where are we? It's like a ghost town here, like sketchiest place. But it was cool. And
You're
we
like,
had
we're
a lot
gonna
of
get a
fun.
needle put in us.
I
It's
know.
okay.
Yeah, we're like, okay.
That's already kind of like nerve wracking, but
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
It was okay once you got inside.
Yeah, we were like, okay, we're chilling. We're like, we're good. But it was a fun little experience with him.
And he was a gentleman protecting you.
Oh yeah, he's the best. He's the
Aw,
best.
that's awesome.
Remind me to not go to this place because I feel like I'm freaked out.
It was interesting, but I don't know. All of our friends, like the day before, went to a different place, but they were closed and we wanted to go, so we had to find a different
Oh wow.
outside of the box a little bit. No, it was good. Though. We're good. Yeah, it was great.
I didn't even know that was a thing. I'm gonna have to
Oh yeah,
look
you
it up
get
now.
shots
Yeah.
like B12 shots.
So we get hooked up to an IV, and they're like, and we sit there and we like chill, watch TV, like talk, while you know.
You
So how do you
probably
feel
need it for the
afterwards, I
show.
wonder?
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying,
it like
how do you for the
hydrates
show?
you, lots of vitamins, and yeah.
that's
Gives you the energy you need to
Yeah,
be on the voice
exactly.
and practice all day. I was wondering how you guys have the
Wow.
energy with those long days.
Yeah, some long days, but it's awesome.
Thank you for
Amazing.
sharing. That was really interesting. Like, I love the tea.
I won't say the name of the place, but
But you know, someone else that I feel I saw the defeat in her face was Mari.
Yeah.
She looked so
That
sad
made
to
so
me.
sad.
I mean, even when she was down to the wire, like before she was even announced to, be competing for whether or not she would go home tonight, she just looked so sad, and my heart went out to her. What'd you guys think? I loved her performance.
I was
like,
so
it
sad.
it
performance
stayed
was
in my
great.
mind.
So good. That
She
song
did.
choice for her was amazing. I
Yeah.
have in my notes, I felt like it looked like she was singing at like the MTV Movie Awards or the Music Video Awards.
Right,
really
taking
good.
it back.
It was the way the stage looked, the way she looked, the song.
She was
good.
super like captivating, but I don't know what happened in the beginning of her performances. I felt like the piano was overpowering her voice, and I felt like we just really couldn't hear her
For Latch or...
for like today.
Oh, okay, got it.
But I mean, she did a great job, and like even though like when we finally heard her voice, we were like, oh my, like
Yeah.
it sounds amazing. And I feel like there's so much about Mari. It's just not even about her voice; it's about her personality. It's really about her style, and I feel like she's just a different kind of artist. Like she always brings her own style to every song that she sings. So it was really, really sad to see her go, but I don't feel like this is the last Mari.
Yeah.
I feel like this is like just the beginning. So
Yeah, I don't think so either. I think her emotion showed like afterwards, but I will say I feel like she finished strong. Like I feel
Yeah,
like even
for
with
sure.
last night with Foolish, I thought she killed that. She definitely
Absolutely.
made the song her own. And then even tonight, like I feel like she gave it her all. Like and then in the end, she was sad and defeated, but she put it all on the stage, and
she did.
it was just up to the fans.
America.
Up to America. Well, someone that if he didn't go through, I was going to flip a table, was Shawn Sounds.
Oh my gosh.
I feel like he can do
Listen.
no wrong. Like, he's one of those people.
Listen,
I don't know.
I mean,
he killed the Luther Vandross song. I wanted to like throw my notepad at the
yeah,
TV.
for sure.
The run or whatever he did in the middle of the performance, how he just owned the stage, like was so like connected to the crowd. Like John was standing up.
Yeah,
like,
he got up.
I know he's team legend, but John
Yes.
had like his church hand in the air.
I know he did. I was like, okay, he took straight to the church.
Yes, it was so
Absolutely.
amazing. Like hands down the best performance last night.
I mean, Shawn did an amazing job. He always does so great to me. I'm always so captivated by his voice, and not just his voice, his stage presence. Like he has so much confidence, and I think that, that's sometimes like to me what what makes Shawn stand out, which is very interesting because, of course, we all know that, the America actually chose the song, and they chose a Luther Vandross song, which makes me think that America already sees him as, like, the next Luther Vandross.
Mm-hmm. He did do really good. His vibe really actually kind of reminded me a little bit of Stevie Wonder, how he was, walking around the stage, and there was the chair there. He kind of played on the words of the song. But what I want to know is, Karly, how does it feel to watch him? Because he was your cross battle. So,
I know, so
where you went
crazy.
home. So it must be weird when you're watching it, but you're cheering them on, but you... What did it feel like?
I'm for everyone on the show. Even though he was my battle partner, he's amazing. That guy has an amazing, powerful voice, and he has a lot of confidence on stage, like you guys were saying.
Yes.
So I think that definitely, he's great.
Yeah, I remember watching him get through the round, and I was like, wow, you were so humble and confident too. I think it takes such confidence to be able to see someone like that, see your competition move forward and be like, good for you. So I just want to give you props because it shows who you are as a person.
Character.
So, yes,
Character outweighs anything.
Character.
Thank you.
But last up, I wanted to talk about Dexter before we go into our live read. What did you guys think of his performance, and were you guys surprised at all that he was saved?
I think he did really good, and this was my prediction a while ago. I knew he was going to go far because we all know he was on American Idol back in the day. And he made it to top 7, so it's like he already has a fan base already. He already has experience. He went on tour with American Idol because he got that far. So, he has that backup, and we were talking about the controversy. Do people think he deserves it or not? But he does deserve it, and I think he really looked like a star this time. His outfit, he looked like a country guy with the hat on, and he was so comfortable on stage. I think it was his best performance.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
It's okay, keep going.
I think one thing that I've noticed about Dexter is that he's got to this place where he's so confident to the point where, when he gets on stage, he just already knows that he's going to win. I don't ever see any struggle with Dexter at all.
I never do.
He's so great. He has great stage presence. And of course, just the background of his story and how he was literally fighting for his life. He didn't even know he was, it's like he was going to sing again. I think that's what makes him such a good, talented person, that he brings that energy. He brings that passion to what he does. And I think that every time he gets on stage, we feel that. So... yeah, definitely not a surprise for me for Dexter tonight.
I agree on everything.
Awesome. Well, Lindsay, we know you have a special message for us, so can you share it with the world?
Hey guys, so before we go on to the next topic, I just want to thank you all so much for making us the ESPN of TV Talk. If you guys are watching this on YouTube, be sure to give it a thumbs up, leave a comment below, and if you're watching this on iTunes, please be sure to give us a 5-star rating. We really appreciate you guys tuning into our show, talking with us, giving us comments. We have so much fun doing this live show and having wonderful guests like Karly here from the show. So you guys, thank you so much, and don't forget to subscribe.
Yes, thank you, girl.
Absolutely.
Thank you. So, When a Man Loves a Woman, sung by Rod. I thought that was a good choice. I was surprised at first, but I was like, I feel like he could pull that off with that passion that he has, and obviously his wife is there, so why not have that inspiration?
He's already connecting.
Right, why not have that inspiration? Yeah. But I'd love to hear you guys' thoughts on his performance. I feel like he really made it his own.
I thought it was amazing. He just has such a soulful voice. I love how unique. I feel like if you give him any kind of song, he can nail it. And with this one, it was just so good. I literally said, such a great voice, soulful, and just strong confidence on stage. I think he just owned it and killed it, and I was very pleased with his performance.
Ever since we got to these battles, I feel like Rod has been killing the game, hands down. It's almost like I could tell he's listen, I'm in my place, so I'm gonna give you everything that I got, and so that's just we're getting our Rod.
I wasn't totally blown away by his performance, and I feel like I like it. It was amazing, but I feel like it sounded a little country for me for that version of the song, which it's cool that he changed it, but it just didn't sound as good to me country. Not that he was bad, but just had a little country twang to it.
Interesting. And something I'd love to ask you, Karly, is when you get a song that's iconic, how do you make it your own as an artist? You want to pay respect to who originally sung it, but then you also want to bring your own twist to it. So what's that process like for you?
Yeah, I guess you definitely want to pay respect to the artist. Sometimes when you get a song, you shouldn't change it. You know what I mean? Like, you stay as true to the song as you can. It just depends on the song, really. But yeah, I think whoever's singing it, they're gonna bring their own flavor to it, their own vibe. You know what I mean? So it's gonna be different either way, I think. But really, just being you, and just whatever you feel, whatever you're feeling, then just I think do it. But
I feel like that's something we've been hearing a lot tonight, is the importance of being yourself. And I mean, Kim talked about that too. Also, just side note, I loved her shirt. That was really cute. Just throwing that out there.
Oh, yeah, it was cute.
Yeah, I thought that was like, props to wardrobe team. Props to everyone.
Yes.
But yeah, what'd you guys think? In the end, she was chosen in the last minute choice from the audience. But what'd you guys think of her initial performance and her performance tonight?
I think that Kim did a great job. One thing I love about Kim is that she's very real and true to herself. And I remember when, right before they got into the cross battles, Kelly and also John was saying, listen, everybody on this team is like amazing. Everybody's talented vocally, but I think that what's going to take the person to the next level is two things, like song choice and confidence, like what you bring to it. And I think that the reason why Kim got chosen, again, Mari was great, LB was great, but it's her confidence, and every time Kim sings, like, she makes it her own, like, and I think that that's what makes her stand out. Again, America wants to see you, like, they want to see your energy, like your drive. They don't want to see fear, they don't want to see anything, but what are you going to bring, like, to this competition? And I think that, again, that's what set her apart, and that's why she won.
I think she's a fan favorite as well, because everyone, I feel like, has a friend that's like her. You know, you have that. She represents an everyday friend. You're just a friend that you hang out with. You always have a good time. And I think when we watch TV or see singers, they feel like they're untouchable. They're perfect. They're fine-tuned, and she seems like a regular person that you could have a great time with. I think that's what takes her further. And sometimes I go back and forth because she's really good, and sometimes I think, oh, she'd be a person that you love watching karaoke, even though she's amazing. Sometimes it feels that way. But then if you close your eyes and listen to her, like her performance last time, she could bring back the 90s. She has that vibe that is kind of missing. So I think she does have something to her that's untapped and we aren't really seeing right now.
Yeah, I totally agree. I did kind of get those karaoke vibes, like, oh, she'd be a great, performer for that. But you really have to think about the uniqueness of what she can do. Like, not anyone can just like start full-blown rapping and then hit this high note. Like, she is special. I feel like she has a unique talent. She knows how to work her instrument, and I think that's what's taking her to the next level, because she knows how to compromise.
We haven't seen that
like,
since
I literally
Lauryn
put, she has to have like bomb breathing techniques or something, because how she can just
rapping,
crack or anything. She can just like jump right into it back and forth. So like, you just have to respect her talent.
Yeah, for sure.
What was it like actually being there during her performances? Like, what is she like live?
Gosh, I love Kim Cherry so much. She always cracked up because every time I'd see her, I'd be like, Kim Cherry! Like, and there's this little inside thing that we had, and it was great. But I think Kim, like, even seeing her behind the scenes and stuff, like, she's talented. And we're waiting in the holding room, and she's on the piano, like, literally going off. I'm like, oh my gosh, like, no one even knew you played piano, and she's amazing. Then you see her on stage tonight. Playing whatever that instrument. I don't even.
She's just talented.
She's just amazing, and I think her voice is so unique. And when she goes into that, like, rapping voice, I'm like, that's dope. Like, it's so
crazy.
Kim. It's just
Kim.
Kim.
I mean, rapping is not easy because you have to be able to breathe and then you sing it at the same time. Like, we haven't seen anybody like this, I feel like, since Lauryn Hill, you know, like, who can sing and rap at the same time.
Well, I don't know. I guess I'm a little too young, but was she, like, back and forth like that? Like, I listened to Lauryn Hill, but...
Absolutely.
Sorry,
like the Fugees. I'm sorry, maybe I'm telling my age, but...
People still listen to it.
No, I still listen, but maybe because I listen to, like, her songs instead. Don't mind me.
She's really good. I gotta see her live one of these days, because she can go back and forth really well. So
it's a unique talent.
On that note, I wanted to go over to Carter. He's one of my favorites what did you guys think of his performance? And I just want to hear all your thoughts because I love him and he's beautiful.
He's such a rock star. Hanson vibes. Can I say Hanson vibes? He gives me all Hanson vibes. He's so super cute.
He was giving me like OG Dylan and Cole Sprouse vibes.
Yes.
Watching him, I was like, is this Sweet Life of Zach and Cody or what? I don't know.
I know.
The older version.
He has like that young, fresh look that like all the, the young girls love. He's just super.
He was talking about how there's so too many people in his DMs. He was talking about like that was his problem.
Oh,
He's like, I turned off my notifications. I was like, you have a lucky problem.
Right.
He's so cute, but his talent, he's very talented.
Right. No, he's good.
Yeah, no, of course, like he's very talented, and I love the song choice from yesterday's performance. He did such a great job. He's always like really smooth and very, very confident. He doesn't do anything over the top. He just understands like his voice and what it and pretty much what he can bring to the song. And I feel like he does it every time he sings. So, it definitely wasn't a surprise to me. But I see that it was a surprise to him because when they said his name, he was like, oh my God.
Yeah. I loved the set too with the windows. It looked like he was in an old house, and then I didn't even know they can do this. Like the lights were broken glass looking into the windows. I don't know if you guys noticed that, and it just seemed like he was in a music video. So I did not know you could do that with those LED lights, but I think he had the coolest set of anybody.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I want to meet him in person.
I have a crush, maybe.
He's a little too young for me, but I'm not surprised.
Maybe
he's getting all
Karly
these
can
girls.
chime in on what he's like.
Can you give us some tea? What's he like in person?
He's such a sweetheart. He's a jokester
like
too,
he
but
is.
he's very cute, super sweet. I think the voice that comes out of him, like you would never expect that.
Right.
But I think he's incredible. But he was always a good time.
I love him. One
Yeah.
of these days.
Super
I just want to
sweet.
meet him. I just want to meet him, though.
Right.
He's too young for me, but anywho, I wanted to talk about Miss Olive Blue, someone who's again been herself the entire competition.
She did
Guys.
the Sade performance. I was like,
I mean, perfect to the T. From
Perfect.
her hair to her makeup to her body mannerisms, all of that was just so on point. She's a true performer, and I just do not understand what people do not see in her because
I know. It's America's choice, but I mean, yes, like she did it. Every time Olive performs, I don't feel like it's just a performance of like her. Like I feel like she brings everything. Like she's very intricate, and because like she's so intricate and so detail oriented, I think that we also get that from her style. Every time she takes a song, she makes it her own. It's almost like we're listening to her sing her version and like bringing like her own rip to it. So I'm definitely shocked to see her go home. But again, I don't think this is the last thing that we're going to see from
Everybody
Olive
is
Blue,
just so talented on the show.
Yeah.
I really
Yeah.
like how kind she is too. She had her sister announce
Yeah.
her. She makes her sister
Her
be a
twin
part of
sister,
it.
actually.
Yeah, I thought that, and her sister had the shirt, like her #1 fan shirt. And I thought that was
so
because they
sweet.
could pick anybody who's a fan, and she chose her sister. So
Why
that
not?
speaks a lot about her character.
I would choose my sister too.
Well, some of
Right?
them didn't pick their family members. Some of them
Right.
picked fans or
Yeah.
different people from different places.
I didn't realize they chose it. That's really
Yeah,
nice.
and I mean, this is going to someone else, but the girl who was from Taiwan who drew the pictures for Mari.
For Mari. That was so creative.
Oh, I love that.
That was awesome.
Actually, I have a question for Karly. How do you know? I know this was now, but how do you know who the fans are that way? Do they just tweet you and there's one that tweets you all the time, so you just
Yes.
messages you so you recognize
It's actually
it?
in the app, right? It's in the app where you can actually tweet the artist.
Oh, I guess so. Yeah, you can. But yeah, they DM. They like to DM
So
a
there's
lot, and
the
they'll
same
comment.
one.
They're pretty like consistent on like commenting and DMing, and I mean they'll just text you like good morning, like have a good day. So yeah.
That's so
So you
sweet.
recognize the people
Oh yeah,
who are the big
you
ones.
definitely
And then-
start to recognize.
Yeah.
So I have a question. So do you ever feel the need to answer every DM? Like, do you answer every DM or do you just?
I feel like I definitely want to, but sometimes it gets a little bit overwhelming. But like, I don't know. I feel like why not just respond, say thank you. So I'm always
Right.
trying to do as much as
Has
I can.
anyone famous slid into your DMs?
Actually, Marion Hill, the
Really?
song that I sang for the cross battles, she reposted,
Wow.
and then we were like DMing, and I was like,
That's
"Whoa,
so
that was so cool!" So that was a cool little moment. But
Awesome. I would have been like, I would love to work with you.
I know, right? I'm like, you're amazing. Thank you.
Right.
So that was cool.
That's so
but-
awesome.
Well, I wanted to we want to get into your interview, and before we do that, I just wanted to really talk about Jedge, because I called him my dark horse early on. I thought that he was going to take it.
He was real good early on, yeah.
Yeah, and he's gone with his new highlights. He's gone.
America chooses these songs. Again, like Kelly said, it's going to be down to song choice. I think that Jedge has an amazing voice, but I just think that the song choice did not bring out the elements of his true. No, not at all.
I don't think he did good last night.
What?
I was so sad.
Different. I'll say that.
He's a great singer, but again, I don't like the song choice.
I don't think he did either. He wasn't connected to it.
Choice.
It made me sad because he was one of our favorites from the beginning.
Yeah,
and I love
for sure.
his style. He has such good style.
And I love his runs.
Love him.
Yeah.
I thought he did so well. I think he's just, I like how he's different. You hear his voice and you wouldn't see the person that's singing it. And maybe that's just what keeps me just like going with him, because I'm just still amazed that like this person is actually in control of this voice that I'm listening to. But I loved his performance. I thought it was great. I don't know what I saw differently, but
I just want to hear him sing something else, like a different
Something
style,
that caters
something
to his
more
voice.
upbeat. I just wanted something a little different, but he's going to be all right. He's going to be fine. He's great, and see you on the other side.
Yes. We don't know what's coming up for him.
Yes.
And
but-
Kelly loved him, I could tell.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I'm sure he's super, super sweet, but we have more questions for you. But before we get into that, I just want to tell you guys we have our next segment, which is Where Are They Now? Tonight's episode, obviously, we're going to be interviewing Karly. So, yeah, let's
She's
go
right
ahead
here.
and
That's
bring
where
her
she
to the
is
interview.
now.
Yeah, let's go ahead and move on over.
Yeah.
So, I wanted to ask you were on two different teams.
Mm-hmm.
What was it like working with Adam? What was it like working with Blake? How are they different? Tell us about that.
Yeah, I think it was so cool that I was able to experience both of them. Going into the show, for some reason, I was like, I think I would want to pick Blake. Just random. I was like, something different. I'm not super into like country or don't really sing country. I sing like 2 country songs ever. But when Adam turned, I was really, really excited. And I've always been a fan of Adam. I think he's so talented and amazing. And like I said on my TV interview, he's so good looking.
Oh my God.
I'm so in love.
That would be like the first thing I'd be like, I
What's
would
he
love to
like
be
in
on your
real
team.
life? Is he how he is on camera? Is he different?
He's hilarious. He is the most encouraging, like sweetest person. Like he's genuinely awesome. Like, yeah, I always felt good around him. The few times that we worked together. Yeah, so that was a really cool experience. And then working with Charlie Puth as well, with Adam, that was insane. I walked in, I was like,
Right.
Charlie.
I know. I remember that.
It's cute.
It's so funny because I remember whenever they showed you in the show, you were like, Charlie Puth, he's just so cute. Okay, what's the song again? Okay, but he's just so cute. Like, you kept saying that. And I was like, girl, I'm with you. He's amazing.
He's
so
great.
hot.
And he's talented. So that was great. All my experiences with Adam were amazing. I think he's so, so cool. Blake, first of all, he's tall.
Yeah.
he looks like
He
it.
came out behind me. I was like, whoa. I was like, ooh. Anyway, he's very sweet, very encouraging as well. I think I connected with Adam a little more, and I think I got more time to work with Adam. So I think that too. But I think it was awesome, and I loved everyone on both teams. Got to really connect with the other contestants. So it was cool. It was an amazing experience.
What's the biggest thing you learned from each of them? Did any of them have a special word of wisdom that will stick for you?
I'm trying to think. Really, just I don't know. From Adam, I always felt encouraged to just be myself. Like he was just like be yourself. So I think that was the biggest encouragement. Just keep being you. And he always loved just the different style of my voice. So I just felt good around him.
That's
always.
awesome.
But yeah.
So I would like to know, how was the experience being on the show? Being there, like going from the blind auditions to being, to where you were. Like how did that change you as an artist? Like how do you see the world now? How do you feel?
Oh my gosh, the whole experience was a whirlwind. It was crazy. I used to watch a show with my parents. I've been watching it for years.
Right.
And I'd be like, oh, so cool. But I would be like, I will never do this. Like, I would watch it, like, I know. Like,
you jinxed yourself.
I know.
That's why I would say never say never.
She did it,
Yeah.
Like, sometimes I'd leave the room because it made me so uncomfortable. But I think because deep down I really wanted to do it.
Yeah.
But it was just like a fear thing. So when this opportunity came around this time, I was like, wow, I think like God's just opening up a door and I'm going to walk through it and see what happens. But literally the morning of like the executive audition, before we even got to the blinds, I was like, no, I'm not going. And then like last second, I was like, what am I doing?
Go.
Like, let's friggin'
So what
do
made
this.
you go? Like, I
So
want to
the
know,
first
like, what made you
audition-
go? Even though you told yourself no, like, what was that initial, okay, I'm going to do this? Because, I mean, I feel like that's something that everybody wants to know, you know, because I feel like we're all, you know, just people watching The Voice. I think that what draws people to it is that the fact that you get on the stage and you do something fearless. But people don't understand, like, what is the actual steps that it takes to get to that part.
Yeah, I think, one, I was just praying about it a lot. Two, I have so much encouragement from my family and friends that, like, so many people that believe in me. They're like, well, I mean, why wouldn't you just go for, like, this is what you want to do for a living. Like, this is what you're passionate about. Like, why would you turn down an opportunity like this, you know?
Right.
I was like, you're right. What am I doing? I'm not going to let fear get in the way of something that I love. So I was like, my mom was a big help that morning, and my dad, and they're like, Karly, let's just do this. We'll do it together. We'll drive up, see what happens. But if you don't try, you'll never know. So I'm like, you're right. I'm doing it. So, and I'm so happy that I did.
Yeah,
'cause
how
it's
did
been
it feel? And I mean, just how did it feel?
To audition.
To realize
Insane.
that you made the right choice to do it. And how has your life changed since?
Yeah, I think that I experienced a lot of new things. I was out of my comfort zone, and I feel like when you're in that place, that's when you really grow and you learn. And fear is such a liar. I'm just like,
I
Yeah,
love it.
that's
Let's
like a
preach to that.
word.
We want to hear it. We want to hear it. We want to hear it.
It's ridiculous. I just have realized that I'm capable of more than I thought.
Right.
And so I'm just going after what I love, and I don't know, it's pushed me as an artist. I've had to sing things that I feel like I wouldn't normally sing. And like Friends, the song, I was like, I don't even know what that song is. I'm like, me and Celia were both very nervous to sing it. Like, what? I mean, I don't know. Is this my style? And then Adam picked that song because he said it was, you know, this seems like it's out of your guys' comfort zone, so let's do it. Like, let's push you. And those are the situations I feel like we're just like, you learn to flourish a little bit more, and you grow. So I've learned so much. It's been the coolest experience.
Wow.
That's so beautiful and so inspiring. Like,
It is.
And what are you working on? Are you working on anything now, or what's next?
Yeah, so currently, it was definitely weird getting back into the groove of things, like coming back, because it's been such a long process. And then in a second, it's over, you know? So you're like, whoa. Like, you definitely take a hit for a second, but I was just super grateful, just in general, to be part of it. But coming back, I'm, like, more inspired than ever.
Yeah.
And I feel like I just want to start writing more. I'm already, like, starting to record some music that I'm really excited about. I have, like, a few different, like, dates that I've put together with, like, friends and just other musicians where we're going to collab and write. Hopefully going on a tour soon with some other, like, prior contestants from The Voice.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
That'd
I'm
be
excited.
awesome.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to put myself out there as much as I can and kind
Absolutely.
of, you know, strike while this is still
Yeah.
Yeah.
the buzz, you know.
Yeah, right.
The buzz is still happening.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm
You
just
have to keep the buzz going.
yeah.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
I'm
Yay.
Because
excited.
your fans want more. Listen, you have fans.
Right.
Oh, I don't know. That's so. I don't know.
We're your fans. We're your fans right here.
Yeah,
Thank
exactly.
you. Thank you.
Aw. Are you still close with any of the contestants?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
talked.
Do you guys have like a group chat?
We did have a group chat. When you're there, we all are just in the group chat the whole time. But sometimes like people still text in the group chat the people that got off. But I still keep in touch with a handful of contestants like Maelyn and Celia and sometimes Guy and Dexter and just Kim, like everyone's amazing and still keep in communication, you know. So
You guys seem like a
I'm just
family.
like, oh,
Yeah.
it's insane how close you actually all get. I feel like people look at it and they're like, they didn't really get close, but you live together
Right.
and you're all going through the same thing and like
Yeah.
experiencing the same thing. So it's like you have this gnarly like deep connection where you're like, whoa, like we're in this together.
Yeah.
We're all supporting. It was never a competitive vibe. I didn't feel that. It was the most supportive, loving environment. It was awesome.
That's the
That's
biggest thing, I think. Because I
amazing.
think that, like, whenever you get into a situation where, you're actually in, like, a competition show,
Yeah.
like, the first thing people think is, oh, you're competing, But I think that that's something that I noticed about everybody. Like every time you guys perform, you just kind of seem like a family. Like it didn't even seem like you guys were like really competing. It was like you were really trying to make sure that both of you guys were okay on stage, you know. And I think that's what I have to say. All of you guys have great character. And I mean, again, I feel people can be talented, but I think that whenever you have character, that just takes your career to the next level.
That's so true. Well, thank you so much for joining us here in studio. Can you do us a favor and tell us where we can find you on the social medias?
Yes. So I'm on a lot of social media platforms. If you just go to karlymoreno.com, Karlymoreno. All my social media links are on there, so you can find everything there. And yeah, I'm probably most active on Instagram. So, and then Spotify, all that stuff. So.
Okay. We'll also post your information in the comment section down below, so check it out. But yeah, guys, thank you for joining us. Ladies, where can we find you on the social medias?
You can find me at Lindsay B. Hoffman on all platforms.
Neema Skye, NeemaSkye on all social media platforms.
And you guys can find me at _Tyra Prude on all social media platforms.
You guys can find me on Instagram at Princess Carroll TV. See you guys later.
Thank you
Bye.
guys.
Thanks, Karly.
Our founder, Kevin Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.